around 600 BC, even more Celts settled in Wales, introducing iron instead of bronze, which made much better tools and weapons. It's generally thought there was 4 differing tribes settled in Wales. There was the Demetai, the Silures, the Dysynni, and finally the Ordovicers. Each tribe seemed to have their own royal family, priests and rituals. Now, the territory of the Ordovice tribe covered most of what is Mid and West Wales. They were warlike people living in small fortified farmsteads. And after the Roman invasion of 43 AD, the initial resistance was mainly organised by the Celtic leader Cardigan, and it was the Ordovicers that he fled to seek refuge. And Cardigan managed to stir them into rebellion and became a warlord of the Ordovice and the neighbouring Silures. And they successfully resisted the Romans for almost a quarter of a century. And Cardigan was named a Roman public enemy in 50 AD. It wasn't until around 77 AD that the Romans finally defeated the Ordovicers, and Cardigan was sent to Rome as a prisoner. I sometimes think we could do with some of this ancient Celtic spirit to help us overcome our modern one-a-day rulers who are trying to take away our freedoms left, right and centre. This Iron Age hill fort shows 2 phases of construction, with a smaller upper fort with a single rampart with fairly restricted space, and it represents the earliest phase, possibly even late Bronze Age. Now, the second phase consists of the addition of another line of defences enclosing a larger area on the east side. The east side was most vulnerable to attack. And this outer defence was more substantial than the first construction. It consisted of a massive stone wall, now collapsed, and a well-preserved, complex gateway. As I said, with the second phase, there was a level area. It would have been suitable for occupation, but there's no evidence of huts here. There is the remains of this tower, but in 1921 2 possible platforms were visible. And a cist was excavated. The site's been excavated 3 times, in 1874, 1921 and 1967, when they found some Romano-British pottery, a perforated lead weight and a carved piece of lead, possibly part of an armlet. The difficulty of accessing the fort, which I found myself, I was out of breath, suggests that it was used as a refuge rather than a permanent settlement. But it was constructed on a large scale and over more than one period of time. Like I say, it was hard work climbing up here at my age, but well worth the effort when you get to the top, as you'll see in a minute. I'll shut up now and let you watch.